Hi, I'm Patty Cake, and this is my best friend, Brent. We've been besties for a while now, and one of the things we bonded over was our shared love of Madlibs. On Christmas a few years ago, Brent pitched the idea to me to create a show where we use AI art to accentuate the humor of Madlibs. 3 weeks later, we started filming, and we haven't stopped since. Through this project, we hope to share our weird humor and to highlight both the unexpected beauty and complete absurdity of AI-generated art. Welcome to Midjourney Madlibs. Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please come in and make yourself at home. My name is Patty Cake, and welcome to Patty Cake Games and the Season 3 premiere of Midjourney Madlibs. Woo! Yay!
Today? What? I thought it was tomorrow.
No, it's the day. And with me, as always, is my co-host and best friend, Brent. How are you doing tonight?
I had to wing it, apparently. I'm just kidding. I'm great.
All right, well, we're going to waste no time. We're so excited. You guys know how this works. We send each other Madlibs. We send each other the answers to go into those Madlibs. We then take those sentences, we run them through Midjourney, we make art, and then we get together, we show it to each other, and we laugh. And that's the show, and we hope you like it. And if you do like it, there's a button just for you. Just look down below the video. It's a little thumbs up button. Click on that. That lets us know you like it. And then if you're really thorough, next to it, there's a subscribe button. You can click that too. That'll really help the channel out a lot. And then if you want to be really thorough, you can click on the notification bell, and that'll let you know when new videos are posted to the channel. Brent, you're up first tonight. You have the honor of giving the first Madlib of Season 3. Take it away.
This is, of course, it's starting to become a bit of a tradition now. I think every episode 1 so far has been from the Dungeons and Dragons book.
That it has.
Following that trend. And we've even done part 1 of this, I believe.
Yes, it was at the end. It was at the end of Season 2 because I made a comment that we're going to end your Madlibs on a cliffhanger.
Okay, guys, let's get this out of the way right now. We have a new family member. He is 3 months old, and he is full of energy. So if you hear bells ringing or paper rustling or seeing me falling out of my chair or something weird, it's probably his fault, and I'm sorry. He'll grow. So let's get into this, a sampling of adventurers.
Part 2.
Part 2. If the first 4 adventurers were too basic, don't fall over. There are more potential adventurers listed here.
Don't fall over. I like that.
I truly wish that this had leaned into that, but they do look a little basic. I mean, they have elaborate gear, and if you showed up at Ren Fair in this, everyone think you're the coolest person in the world.
Yeah, but as far as
gaming goes,
yeah, gaming and fantasy art, they're rather basic.
Druid, you are addicted to dehydrating in nature.
It seems like that's like the opposite of what druids would be into.
He still looks pretty green.
Yeah, he's very green. He's very mossy.
He also has a label, it appears, which is quite odd.
Wait, where do you
notice that?
Where do you see the label? I don't see it.
On his forehead?
Oh gosh, you're right.
It almost looks like a metal, like
a metal plate that's screwed on or something. Like, yeah, that's weird.
You are an extensive friend, but sometimes act like you were raised by blue-nosed baboons.
That's weird. I mean, they're not just blue-nosed baboons; they're just blue baboons.
I know. There was a lot of that. I could do a whole entire segment on blue baboons, Warlock, you're charming, but you have a fuzzy streak.
Okay. I mean, that's a cool outfit, and that is definitely something I would imagine a warlock wearing.
It's kind of like a swashbuckler warlock.
Yeah, it's very
deal, but
it's very corsarish, very nautical looking. I like it a lot.
I need to see this fuzzy streak they're talking about, though.
It's probably right down the middle of his back.
Is it like a tail or anyway? You cherish your wobbly and ruthless pet with the huge molars.
Oh God, I'm afraid.
like it was the family dog.
Well, it does look a bit wobbly. It's got a really weird underbite.
So yes, this thing. Oh my gosh, the face. The face is what did it for me. It's like, hey, you know. And clearly, we know why he's wobbly.
Oh yeah, not all his legs are the same length.
And they're not
And
all
they're
on the same
not
side.
on the same side either. Yeah, you're right. There's
And
three,
his
three,
toes.
well, 3.5 on one side and then 1 on the other.
Paladin. Part Goody 17 aprons and part tough scrapple. You're not one to mess with.
Well, that's a paladin doing their public service of feeding the homeless and the poor at the soup kitchen. It's very androgynous. I can't tell if it's male or female. It could be either. But they're wearing sort of a matronly sort of food serving wench outfit, but it also kind of looks like paladin armor.
Yeah.
It's really
I'm wondering
weird.
if there is armor beneath that.
Right, they just stretch the clothes over the armor.
Some say you need to relax, but your uptightness is part of your bone.
Oh. Okay. I think he's trying to cover his bone.
I'm like, this came out so weird, so different from the rest of them. There is a lot of resting, but this guy groping himself, sort of.
And laying back on this pink Shea lounge with this very Golden Girls lanai background.
Yes,
I freaking love it.
Just what you would imagine for a paladin. Maybe he's in Schultz. That's it. He's in Schultz. But next up is the last one. This one's just for you, of course. Can you guess?
Let's see. So if it's me, it's gonna be a rogue sorcerer possibly, or
Alas, it's Bard.
oh, bard. Okay.
You know
I
Bards. Yeah. So,
Well, I mean, I've never played a bard at our tabletop except for once a while back.
really?
So yeah,
Oh.
I've always either played
Actually, though,
I've always played sorcerers or rogues.
Bard, you're fast screaming, have a quick elbow, and you can sing too.
Oh!
I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of these type of things, but this is the only one that came out looking like a photograph.
Yeah, but he's probably a really, really good guitar player with those 5 fingers on his left hand.
Well, there's one that looks like it's sort of semi-detached, so that must be really helpful.
It's his magic finger. It's mage finger. You know, I have mage hand. It's mage finger.
Bard finger.
Bard finger.
Jack of all big fat liars. Master of none. You slovenly keep things interesting.
Well, they definitely leaned into the slovenly bit.
I'm so uncomfortable looking at this. I didn't realize what I was seeing at first. I mean, those feet and those arms and those legs make it seem very difficult to play. I think that it might just be time for honorable mentions.
Okay, so we got a fry guy, and we got another bard that looks a little bit like Brad Pitt.
And Steve Buscemi.
That was Steve
maybe?
Buscemi a little bit, yeah, and then some more blue baboons, yeah.
Alrighty, so I think we're jumping all the way to you are an extensive friend, but sometimes act like you were raised by blue-nosed baboons.
Okay. Oh. Oh. You got some hands.
I think that might also be that fuzzy streak.
Yeah, it might be.
There we go.
That's
This is Warlock. You're charming, but you have a fuzzy streak.
Okay, well, his fuzzy streak is crawling out of his chest, apparently, and it's a cat with really weird, large ears.
Or it could be his beard, you know. But
And these guys look like cult leaders from the 70s that claimed they were warlocks. You know?
oh man, you aren't wrong.
That's adorable.
Yes.
That's the paladin.
Part Goody 17 aprons.
Yeah. And there he is, giving food to the needy, and he's not wearing armor, but he still looks very paladin-y because he has a very religious.
He's wearing a tabard.
Yeah, it's a very religious looking outfit. But unfortunately, the person next to him has been lopped off from the waist up because he just has a belt going around his waist, and then from the waist up, he's gone.
Oh my. Maybe he's doing the limbo.
Okay.
Do.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a whole gaggle of bards.
You're fast screaming with a quick elbow, and you can sing too.
And they're either all brothers or he's cast like mirror image on himself because that's all the same dude.
Yeah, no, I actually was thinking that this bard is doing a spell, and it's all these different iterations of him.
Mm-hmm. And then the one on the very far right, I would say that could pass as if he was born as a woman, because the one on the far right that looks more female than the rest of them.
Oh, you're right. Interesting. Jack of all big fat liars, master of none, you slovenly keep things interesting.
That's pretty nice. It's also very Renaissance painting looking. Like it's very posed, very like showing opulence. He's sitting in a chair that's probably not very comfortable, and it's draped with a curtain, which doesn't make any sense because who would do that? And he's got a plate of fruit and stuff in front of him that hasn't been touched because no one actually does that, you know.
And I'm still trying to exactly figure out how he's doing that with this leg.
But he's got one leg crossed over.
But it's really high up. I mean,
yeah.
Like his other leg would have to be like on his tiptoes for his knee to be high enough to lift him up.
Trying it right now, and it's a little tricky. Yeah, it's a little tricky. Oh my God, is that a blue-nosed baboon? Because God help us if it is. Never going to the zoo again.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh man, unintentional jump scare there. No, that is your wobbly and ruthless pet with huge molars.
Are you serious? Okay, well, he's definitely got huge molars and 3 canines in the top row, which is really freaky and weird.
That is why he's on this. That's because that just came up like kind of like this bat wolf thing. Oh. Wow. I like literally jump scared myself because I thought it was over. Okay. Patrick's still been trying to get me to play scary video games.
I will at some point.
It'll happen.
I will.
It will happen. It will, I promise. Okay. That is the official end of. Wow, that was awesome.
That was fun. That was fun. I loved that. That was great. So is Lady Shablagoose returning this season?
Yeah. But she's gonna do things a little differently.
Well, let's find out what that's gonna be like. And now, Country Fried Fairy Tales with Mother Shablagoose.
Ladies and gentlemen, creatures of all shapes and sizes, gather round. It's time for Season 3's new Southern Fairy Tales with Lady Shablagoose, where the peculiar meets the fantastical and leaves you chuckling like a jolly jackrabbit. You see, in this season, we've got a delightful mix of stories. Some of them were whispered into my eager ears by my Meemaw, bless her heart, and they've been cherished like hidden treasures in the family attic. But oh, there's more. There's a young lass living down yonder in a crumbling yet charming antebellum mansion at the end of Magnolia Hollow Lane. She's got stories that'll tickle your funny bone and make your heart dance a jig. Now, these tales may not be the usual dusty old classics that everyone's heard 1,000 times. No, my dear children love these far more, and I reckon you will too. So grab a cup of sweet tea, find yourself a cozy porch swing, and let's embark on a journey through the eccentric, the whimsical, and the downright bizarre in Season 3 of Midjourney Madlibs with Southern Fairy Tales with Lady Shablagoose. Y'all are in for a treat, I promise. Here's a quick example. Black-eyed peas bubbling slow. Black-eyed peas served in a row. Leftovers for breakfast? Still a treat. Black-eyed peas can't be beat. Black-eyed peas in a savory stew? Simmering flavors, a southern view. Hoppin' John, or a side so bold. Black-eyed peas, worth their weight in gold. Are y'all excited about this season? Well, I know I am. So come back every week for Southern Fairy Tales with Lady Shablagoose. Bye, y'all.
All right. Well, thank you for stopping by, Lady Shablagoose. It's always nice when you come by, and I'm looking forward to hearing all of your stories this season. But it's my turn for my Madlib now, and my Madlib tonight is called My Second Evil Plan to Take Over the World. Or a surprise party. I'm not quite sure what I'm trying to take over in this Madlib. I'm pretty sure it's a surprise party. So, let's go with that. I am Dr. Orange and Striped. I am destined to pirouette the surprise.
Oh my! Not what I expected, definitely. But that sentence, I would like to hear that sentence again.
Okay, I am Dr. Orange and Striped. I am destined to pirouette the surprise.
I like it.
Yeah. Surprise comes up a lot in this Madlib. It repeats that word a lot. So that's why I said I'm not sure if I'm actually trying to take over the world. I'm pretty sure I'm just trying to take over a surprise party. Unfortunately, the surprise is full of a bunch of wacky toes that do not agree.
It's still orange.
I know. And I didn't tell it to do that. It just did it.
I don't agree with those toes either.
I don't either. They're really weird, and they're. I would say they're not wacky. I'd say they're oxygen starved.
Or maybe they light up. It's interesting that there's all of these foot things all around behind him as well.
It's almost like they're growing out of the ground. I am sad to say that the Goat Buster did not trigger the huge tax audits I had planned.
Okay. First of all, I'm so proud of the words I gave you for this. I'm also very happy with the results. That is great.
It's so silly, and it's so cute. And I love all the little coins have like this weird symbol on them that I've never seen, but they're all rather consistently the same symbol, which that's pretty impressive for Midjourney to do.
It almost looks like a Madonna. You know how like she'll have like hold the child and she'll be kind of with her head to the side.
Yeah, you're right. I never noticed that, but yeah, you're right. I was thinking it was more like the side of a rock or the side of a sailboat or something. I don't know. Instead, all it did was flex some helmets. So I'm not sure what this is made of. It kind of looks like it's carved out of lunch meat. With, I don't know.
It could also be a cake.
But the thing is, if it is cake, then why did they make the football helmet look like it's made out of other foods? Why go that elaborate? They could have just made a football helmet and had it made out of cake and just it looked like a football helmet. But no, they had to make a football helmet and make it look like side of it has like onions and worms and a tomato.
I was gonna say, yeah, there's a flower and maybe an annelid of some sort and
Right.
a tomato and a flower
And then
another flower.
And then inside, for some reason, there's like air hoses. I don't get it.
And then it's kind of like there's like an alien type headdress over it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just weird.
And you know what? It's only that big.
So this is my new dumb plan to take over the surprise. The surprise is ours! Follow me, my brethren.
I wouldn't be surprised. Real surprised. So we've got the bridge that goes nowhere with an American flag.
Yep. And then the cult of pink, apparently.
And I don't know if that's something they're wearing on their head.
They're just wearing pink helmets with long, pointy things on top of them.
It's like,
But the leader is the only one.
is on crack.
Right, the leader is the only one that gets to wear the two pointy things on top, and they're thick. And he carries the weird toothbrush
For some reason,
hatchet.
I imagine those as part of his actual head.
Well, they may be.
Maybe they're its eyes. And what if he's not wearing anything at all, and that's just his skin?
Okay, let's move on. Using my unlimited source of crumbs I inherited from my snub-nosed monkey, I will build the largest rubber hose in the surprise. He's so cute.
It's very cute. It doesn't quite look like a snub-nosed monkey,
No.
since its nose is definitely not snubbed.
And there's no rubber
But it
hoses
is
to be
cute.
seen. There's no rubber hoses
Not a
to
one.
be seen. No, he's building a chain, apparently. Or he's got himself stuck and trapped in the chain. It's kind of hard to tell which one it is, but... Because he's concentrating on it very heavily.
But at least it's got a blue helmet.
And his helmet, at least, does not look like it's made out of other objects. I will then send it up into space aboard an airboat.
What? It's what you would see if you were in the Everglades on an airboat.
On an airboat, exactly.
And you would be like, I am leaving and going to freaking space because I don't want to share a planet with that.
In the airboat. I'm just going to flip the airboat on its back and then shoot it up into space. It will be fully reticulated and operable from a downright disgusting control. I don't know where this came from either. This is one of those like, wow, that's interesting. How did the prompt come up with that?
Oh my gosh. It's like an oud, but it's
It is. It is kind
It's a
of.
very melty oud.
Yeah. I'm going to play around with that word and see if it gives me more creepy alien looking things, because I'm trying to figure out how it came up with this. It's so bizarre. With it, I will threaten to drool all the giant African snails owned by Yahoo unless the surprise bows before me. And these
They're a little small for African snails, but they're probably young.
Yeah, and they're these girls, they just love their snails. They're just covered in snails.
Just please, children, wash your hands very thoroughly.
Yes, please.
You'll get meningitis. No.
And the girl in red, I love her dress. It is really cool.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous. It's this very. Oh wow, I just noticed the collar.
Yeah,
too.
super dramatic collar. I love that. If they do not crimp me, I will turn my rubber hose upon the Chimp Islands and drool the entire thing. Well, I think they'll be fine because they're just floating. They have little life vests on.
We got a lot of monkeys, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. A lot of monkeys in this one.
So cute.
They're super cute.
Like I can't tell if they're real or they almost look real, but then they've got they're like the black-eyed children. And...
Yeah, and they have life vests on, which monkeys generally don't do in the wild.
True.
This sentence is just golden. Then they will love in their gloves. And I will be the most powerful crow in the surprise.
I just listened to that word and just took it all in. I mean, that phrase.
He has no thumb. He just has 5 fingers, so there's no opposable thumb on that glove. It's a 5-fingered glove, and his hands are massive. I mean, they're huge.
It's disturbing a bit, just a bit.
You ready for some honorable mentions?
Oh, are we there?
Yeah, we're there.
Wow, seems so quick.
Here is number 1. This is the surprise is full of a bunch of wacky toes that do not agree. So that's why this looks prominent to their feet. Because it's the wacky toes. Yeah, I don't know why it gave me just this like massively morbidly obese family of dudes with weird feet, but that's what it gave me. Here's the next one. It's the same prompt. This is more the nightmare fuel version of Wacky Toes.
And I deserve this for giving you toes. I mean, we know Midjourney has gotten better with hands and feet, but still.
But it's still not
disembodied
right.
toes.
The ones in the front kind of have eyes on them, so they're like octopus with toes. Okay.
Oh no! Oh, yo, sorry. Yeah, they look like a little baby octopus. Something out of Mario Brothers.
Right? Okay, moving on. Oh, I just really loved this one. This was, all they did was flex some helmets.
I mean, this could be a space movie. This could be a superhero film.
This looks like Dead Space, which is a video game franchise, and that's what the armor in Dead Space looks like. So this looks like it's like a live action version of that. It's very freaking cool. It's so cute.
Oh, that is cute.
With it, I will then threaten to drool all the giant African snails owned by Yahoo unless the surprise bows before me. That's what this was.
It's so cute.
It's adorable. It's so cute. I love it. Little tiny little thing with his big eyes. Like that is going to do it for our first episode of Season 3 of Midjourney Madlibs. Thank you, everyone, for coming by and watching the video. And Brent, thank you, of course, for hosting this with me. It's always so much fun.
And I survived. I had a rough day, but I slid into home, and I think I did well.
Yeah, you did great. You did great. All right, we're going to get out of here. Make sure you click on like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Like and subscribe.
The algorithm demands it.